through the night, deciphering the whispers, bringing shadows to the light. You think you got game? Well, just take a seat. You ain't ready for the heat, we bringing that elite. You hear the footsteps, you feel the chill. Your heart's pumping fast, but we got the thrill. We the best in the game, hunting down the fear. You step to us, we're the ones that you hear. Savannah streets echo with the spirits we find. Here to raise the dead, we're redefining the grind. Flavor Dave in the back with the crew on the rise. Every dose that we catch will be full of surprise. Haunted house is shaking, we're the kings of the scene. The paranormal society, living out our dream.
Hope you enjoy the music, ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellows. Welcome to Paranormal Society of Savannah, our haunted podcast number 2. Let's invite our guest, Mr. Patrick, the founder and CEO of Paranormal Society of Savannah, and with him, Mr. David, the Smiley Ghost. Hello.
Yay! What's up, brother?
Jay?
What's up? Can you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you.
Great, man. Welcome to another podcast. We have a great topic today, which is my favorite, and it's like haunted objects and haunted dolls. Who don't like this?
Ooh.
What do you
Haunted
got?
objects. I like it. I liked it.
Haunted objects. Yeah, haunted
Hey, yo.
objects. We're gonna make it informative and same time we're gonna make it some entertainment. So people don't go to sleep, man. How
Oh,
about that?
Sounds good, buddy. Let's do this.
Let's do. So what do you say, man? What? Let's start with some questions. What exactly make a doll or object haunted?
I think what can make a doll or object haunted depends on where it came from and who was in possession of it. Or, like for instance, like a favorite object. It could be anything. It could be a necklace or something that they built or whatever, and they get really attached to it. That could be something.
Hey.
That could this David's crazy ass dogs.
Ooh,
but,
he can see something.
You know, they become attached to it.
Yeah.
Kind of like with the Annabelle doll. You know what I'm talking about? Supposedly, you know, it got attached to it, and then it went that route. So, you know, it just depends. Some people do rituals. You know, like remember the doll Chucky from Child's Play?
Yeah.
Remember he did a little,
Like a little chant.
chant or something, and Chucky came alive. So, hey, Laura, what's up? What's up?
What up, Laura?
Hello, Laura. How are you?
That's my opinion, but you know, a haunted, you never really know, man. Like I've had some haunted objects, so and it just. Oh, I tell you something else, man. We were at a location one time, and one of our past investigators decided to take a brick from the haunted location, and then all kind of crazy stuff was happening. So long story short, about 2 weeks later we had to drive all the way back to put it back, and then everything stopped.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know what you're going to get when you're just grabbing random stuff at a location. So, if you grab something that's haunted, that's on you. And the likelihood of it being haunted is a chance you take when you're grabbing it, knowing you're not supposed to take anything from the location.
Yeah. Your volume is like a little bit kind of low.
You need to
I
talk
don't know
into the
why.
mic.
It's like close to
Is
the
that better?
mic. Yeah, a little better.
Put a mic over something.
All right.
Yeah, I think I categorize these kind of mostly we call it haunted objects, right? Or haunted dolls. I think I can categorize these kind of items in 3 different categories. Like one is like active, second is haunted, and the third is accursed. The active is okay to have in the house. What the active gonna do? If you have an active doll, it gonna move from one place to other place. Maybe it fall, maybe like move hand or head. That's all. It's not gonna harm you. It's not gonna possess you. It's gonna not gonna do anything worse than that. The second thing is like haunted. It can increase like a little bit of intensity in your house. Like you can see the dreams, uh, maybe scratches on your body, or like doors opening and closing, and you see the shadows. The third one is a curse object. Nobody wanna have that. It can ruin your life, man. It's like it can make you sick. It can create some kind of problems in your relationship, burn your house.
Oh,
Like Annabelle doll, we talk about it. So mostly we
yeah,
know the haunted objects.
and you know that Annabelle doll went missing this week, supposedly.
um Somebody say it's echoing. I don't
It
know
shouldn't
why
be
it's
now.
echoing. Maybe we have two windows open at the same time. Check our other browser is not open.
All right, we doing that right now.
Yeah, I think sometime when you have two browsers open at the same time on your computer, it can echo.
Yeah, that could be part of the echo. Maybe we
Uh,
got something a little too close to the mics too. It's getting a little bit of feedback. But yeah, like haunted objects and like you said, cursed. Cursed is definitely
the
one not
last
to
one.
mess with. And the reason the cursed one is, I mean, whoever put that curse, you don't know what kind of curse it is, first off. Second of all, you might be messing with something you were definitely not equipped to deal with.
Yeah,
Hold on one
I
second.
believe it's
I'm
not
gonna.
echoing now.
Yeah,
No,
it's not a.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
now
Hold
I
on.
cannot hear my echo.
Hey, we'll be right back, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, while they are taking a break, let's play our sponsor. Thank you very much for sponsoring our podcast. And Patrick and David will be back in a few minutes. Some technical problems. I think it was echoing. Now it's not echoing. So I don't know what happened. So they will be back. Stick around. If you guys have any questions, please let us know in the comments. And who is watching, just right where you are watching from. Also, you can join our live stream. I am going to share um, a link right here. Let's try this way. All right. I am sharing you a link. If you click on this link, you can join our live stream with your questions, or you have any story related to haunted objects, or like paranormal activity going on. If you see, you can join us right now. So yeah, there are a lot of haunted objects around. I have seen so many on Facebook. People are selling, I see on eBay, they are selling like tons and tons of haunted objects. And uh, some people, if you go and see on eBay, one person had like 80, 90, 100 objects, and they claim that they are haunted. And how a person can have about 100 items, 100 dolls, and they are all haunted. Everybody claim that they have a haunted. It's not very easy to find haunted objects and haunted dolls as they claim, but hey, the sale is over there. It's like some people are. I tried to sell one haunted doll which I had a long time ago. Not a haunted, it was like kind of active doll. All right, so now I don't sell anything on eBay or Etsy. I used to do that because of few reasons. Number one reason was that people don't understand these kind of objects, these kind of like dolls, if they are haunted or active. One time I tried to sell active doll or haunted doll on eBay. Now I think it was on Etsy long time ago, about 2 years ago. So the guy say, "Is it haunted?" I say, "Well, it seemed like haunted. I have many incidents where I put the doll, and next day it finds somewhere else." So, oh right, they are back. I
Yeah,
will chat you later.
Yo.
we were trying to log on to some of the other, um,
Platforms.
yeah,
Platforms,
because you only had
Facebook.
YouTube and the one other one. That was it. So
Yeah. Oh, that's good. We got it now.
I think so. Yeah. Just
Oh
remember,
yeah.
we'll figure it out. I mean, I'll let you know what's going on next time. How to?
So So what I was saying that a couple of years ago, I tried to try to sell a doll which was kind of haunted, and I put on Etsy. I say, man, this doll is like kind of active and haunted, but yeah, it's for sale. So somebody bought it, and you know what happened? Like when he received, he messaged me after 2 days. Hey, your doll is not haunted. I said, what that mean? He said, I opened the box and I don't feel anything. I said, man, the haunted objects and haunted dolls don't work like that. As soon as you open the box and it's gonna jump on you or it gonna grab your neck. It's not supposed to do that. What do you expect? That as soon as you open the box and it's gonna say, hello, I am Chucky, my name is that, I'm gonna eat your brain? Haunted objects
Yeah.
or scare like this kind of things
I'm gonna
take
eat your brain.
months. It's gonna take months and years to, get active or show their colors, true colors. Like, so he said, I don't want it. I want to send back. I want the money back. I said, that's fine. Just send me back. I'm gonna give you money back, man, bro. So I got that doll back. I was glad, man. I said, how you can tell this doll is not haunted? He said that I am collecting haunted dolls. I buy all the time from eBay and I'm psychic. I can tell. I said, man, I this is the time to quit selling on Etsy. People don't know about
Right.
the haunted. They think that it gonna act or react right on the spot as soon as you open the box. It don't
Sorry, yo.
happen like that. So yeah, man, it's
Oh
like
yeah.
people don't understand.
No, they don't. And they think it's just magically you're gonna open it and demons are gonna come flying out of that thing. Doesn't work
Yeah,
that way.
it's a big sale right now if you see on eBay or Etsy, like a ring of King Solomon and some kind of magic wands. Like, you buy and it gonna act right on the spot. It don't
Oh
work
yeah,
like that.
for
Anybody
sure,
like,
for
yeah.
sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got quite a few people are watching our live stream. If you have any question, just type in the comment box, or you can join us. I shared the link, Paranormal Society of Savannah. Just click it and join our stream. So what else? What? Okay, so David, have you ever have a personal experience during investigation that involve haunted object or haunted doll and stuff like that?
I've never experienced nothing where an object was on it or anything like that. Now I've come into some places that, like, they were like, oh, this is like this doll was here and it was haunted and it's been removed since. And but I've never like personally come across anything that I know was haunted, other than cleaning up some of the old coffee shop stuff. And Patrick's like, don't touch that box. That was like, what is it? He goes, you don't want nothing in that box. I got you.
Yeah.
So yeah, as far as doing an investigation and doing stuff with haunted objects, all I've done is what we've done with the team. That's about
We
it.
we had a few experience. If Patrick remember, we did some investigations. It's like a downtown, and the lady said they found a strange little doll
Oh,
in the attic, and I got that back. I say, man, Patrick, I want that. I want to keep this with me. Oh, that's fine. He's fine. I have a dog right here. He's sleeping right now.
Hmm.
You never
mine
know.
just
When
got
he.
buck wild now that we're live. So
So, why? what do you think? Why the spirits choose to attach themselves to the object or doll? Is like, or even the furniture. I can understand. Like we have seen some couches, we have seen some chairs, supposed to be haunted. I remember um, there is a one TV show like what's his name? Zach Bagan. He had a chair, haunted chair, in his museum, and he paid a pretty big money for that, and he got that. I don't know why the spirits try to attach to the objects,
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
like furnitures,
I don't know if you saw my dog
chairs,
jump across.
beds.
I need to get them out. That's distracting.
All right, let me get the dogs out.
Let the dog out. Who let the dog out? Yep. So yeah, so we are saying that why the spirits try to attach different objects like chairs, bed, or dolls. What's the reason behind it?
I don't know. Maybe there's a connection to it or something. I don't know that we just don't understand, and could have been their object or like their favorite chair. I don't know. It just
Just consider like, hey, he's a child, like age of 9 or 10 years old, and she have a doll, favorite doll, always like to, keep it close to her, and suddenly, somehow the child die because of the disease or some kind of accident, car wreck. Now the spirit of the child is going to attach with the doll. Do you think that that's the reason? Or,
Could
or
be.
the second reason is like maybe a magic, like spell, like Robert the Haunted Doll, which is Key West, Florida, is supposed to be very, very, very haunted doll.
I don't know. Like the Robert doll is basically it was that little boy's
Yep.
favorite doll. I think his aunt gave it to him, and he even supposedly is supposed to kind of look like him with the little sailor suit and all that stuff. But I just think that if you really become attached to something, then one or two things. Either one, it can be positive or it can be negative.
Mm-hmm.
Say there's something. I've seen haunted furniture. People talking about like a haunted vanity set.
Yeah.
That was somewhere where the lady sat and spent her good times getting ready to go out and to balls and parties and stuff. And then I've seen lots of dolls. It seems like dolls are always, because I think they're more affectionate. Because there's more energy put into a doll. You sleep with it, you take it around, it sits in your house. So it can come up that way. You just got to be careful whenever you're dealing with stuff like that. A lot of people think, oh, this is, it's object haunted. Yeah, right. And then, we've had haunted objects, dolls and stuff where, we told them, hey, don't antagonize it. Don't, and then bad things happen. The lady that was doing the interview with us at the coffee shop that time, and I was talking about the doll, and she kind of made fun of it. And the next thing you know, everything came crashing down in the other room. So,
Wow.
yeah. Also, like maybe a dog, Patrick. Maybe like the dog gives it freedom. Like it feels like it can, you know what I mean? Like it can kind of have a little bit of a body form to it. They can manipulate the doll a little bit easier, like move it around. As say a haunted couch, you know what I mean? You see the couch moving, everybody's like, what's that all about? But the doll can get places the couches and all the other haunted objects really can't. So
Especially
and
like,
like you said, it's easier to
especially
grab a
like,
doll and carry it around with you and all that stuff and not know that the doll is actually the haunted object.
Yep.
Haunted objects could be anything, man. Like I've seen a lot of mirrors.
Mirrors. Yeah. I
We
love
were at
mirrors, man.
Fitzpatrick Hotel, and that's where I saw my first ever doppelganger. You know, where I kind of looked away, and then when I looked back, it was still looking the other way, and then it kind of caught up with me, and it just kind of gave like a small smile, like a little grin, like oh, you caught me.
Oh,
And
what?
down and talk. Yeah, I went down and talked to the receptionist, and she was like, "Yeah, yeah, that's the mirror that it's over 150 years old, and people say they see this and that."
Wow. Yeah. Also, like they said, the mirror is like a portal,
Yeah,
and also, who knows? The mirrors can capture your images. It's just like continuously recording what you're doing. So
yeah, but they also say that the mirror too, it's actually not your reflection that's staring back at you. It's just something mimicking your image.
maybe doppelganger right
Yeah.
there. Like,
Well, I'll tell you this: I used to work at a home office of Freeman Jewelers, and we moved from downtown and built a facility out at Pooler Parkway and down at Crossroads Parkway, and we had about 30 Vietnamese that worked for us, and we called them taggers and baggers. They would tag and bag jewelry all the time, and they had their own bathroom and kitchen and everything on the side, so that they could, they just wanted to work, and then do their own thing. Well, one of them, I guess, had a heart attack, and they called us in. And by the time we got there, she was already passed away, and somebody was trying CPR and everything in the bathroom and whatnot. So she passed away. About 2 weeks later, I was coming in there because they said they had a clogged toilet or something. So I went in there and checked and see what was going on. And on the mirror up in the thing, it was probably about as big as a big screen TV. They had like a sheet hanging up over the mirror. And I was like, what's going on? And I talked to, a lot of them knew English. They knew English good. And they said, that's because we see her in the mirror. They'll be doing their hair or washing their hands or something and look up, and she'll be standing behind them in the mirror. So they put that up there.
Ooh.
That apparently happened a lot because they would come out of that bathroom, and then they got to where they wouldn't go to that bathroom. They would go to the one all the way on the other side of the building.
Not me, buddy. It would take one time. I'd be like, this was a great job, but I'm out.
I got the video of Jeff. If you want me to, I can share with you
Yeah.
guys right now. When we went to the museum, and it was great video, and Jeff responses like what they were amazing. Let's see if I can find that video. Okay, I got right here. All right, here you go. Let me know if you can hear it.
We can hear it.
Hey, Jeb, it's Patrick. Hi. How you been, Jeb?
What up, Kyle?
It's been a while since we've seen each other. You miss us? No.
You said no? What are
Oh
He's
my.
pissed, man. He's mad.
Do you miss Miss Sharon? No.
No?
Don't miss Miss Sharon either. So, Jeb, remember, we're the ones that got you from Plains, Georgia. It looked like his right arm moved a little bit, just then. Hey, Jeb. Said what? Do you like it here? No.
He said no.
You don't like it here either, do you, Jeb? Why don't you like it here? people are really nice here. Can you tell us one of the names of the owners here?
Teresa? Marisa? Teresa?
Hey, Jeff. Can you say my name?
Wait, get up.
I think I said Jay that time. Patrick.
Patrick?
You heard that?
Yeah?
Hey, Jeff, we're going to start coming by and seeing you more often, okay, buddy? Okay.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good, buddy. I'm going to let you go for now, okay?
Perfect. He said perfect.
Said perfect.
Oh, that, it can be better. It can be better than that, man. Hey, Jeff, you want to go with me? Move your hand.
Like Paranormal Man? He's one of our cards. Check us out on social media and stuff.
Wow, that was amazing, man.
That was a good EVP
I
session.
don't know. I felt that he like kind of sad up there, man. He's just like kind of sad.
He's in a glass
Low.
case, bro.
Well, we got him from Plains, Georgia, is where we got
Okay.
him.
What is his backstory?
And
Patrick?
he was in an antique facility, but downstairs where we were staying was a antique store. It used to be an old feed and seed in the 1920s and stuff. Above it, where we were staying at, used to be an old funeral home. And Jimmy Carter, President Jimmy Carter, and his wife Rosalind turned it into more of a bed and breakfast upstairs. So anyways, we were downstairs looking at stuff, and I had walked by Jeb, and I promise it, I saw his arm, his right arm raise up, kind of like, hey, like, hey, So I went by a couple more times, and I just got this feeling he was saying, I want to go with you. And so I just kind of left him alone. About 10 minutes later, I look over and Miss Sharon is walking around holding him. And I'm like,
Of course.
what are you doing? And she was like, it reached out at me. It reached out for me and asked me to pick him up. So I picked him up. I said, he talked to you? She said, well, in my mind, he talked to me. And
Wow.
his little arm raised up, like, pick me up. So we took him to the front desk and was like, hey, how much is the doll? And she was like, well, we were asking X amount. And I was like, ooh. And she said, but hold on, let me call the owner. So she was on the phone, and then I saw her kind of look over and look at us. And she put the phone down and she said, how's $40 sound? And that was way lower than everything else. And I said, really? And she said, yeah, because she really wants him to go to a good home.
Wow.
And he's been in the family for 60 years.
Wow.
So we're like, yeah.
Wow.
So we took him, and he's just been really active. We've had several psychics that helped us and said his name was Jeb, and it's stuck ever since. So
Cool. That's an awesome story.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I don't think so. He's happy over there.
You know what we need to do? We need to take Miss Sharon down there and let her do a
Yeah.
EVP. I'll bet you he'd really reach out and talk to her.
yeah, we
You
need.
You need to bring him back and put right behind you over there, man. They're like really.
Hey, I'd let him hang out. My
Between
wife wouldn't.
Tiffany and my sister, his wife. Nope. They were like,
No.
I got another little haunted doll. They've got about 4 or 5 of our haunted objects on display there, which is really cool on loan.
Yeah.
But one of them, one of my favorites is little Henry.
Little Henry.
And Henry's a little clown doll.
Yeah.
And he's about 4 inches tall, 5 inches tall, or something like that. I mean, he's not very tall. Anyways, I brought him. I got him from somebody that reached out and said, I've got this haunted little clown doll, and I'm looking to get rid of him. There's so much weird stuff going on in the house. It was like, okay.
She said,
So
No.
he came to the house. I was opening him up, and Tiffany walked in. Moody walked in and was like, what do you got? And I said, well, I got this haunted clown doll. She was like, get it out of the house.
Oh,
You can't
yes.
bring it in the house. You cannot bring this thing in the
Man,
house.
poor Henry.
So I was like, okay. So I put him in my truck and I waited until she fell asleep. And I put him on the nightstand where her phone was so that when she woke up to grab her phone in the morning, that'd be, first thing she saw. That was the longest 2 weeks sleeping on the couch.
What?
I was called every name in the book. She looked at that little bitty clown. And I'll tell you something else, man. We used to go live with him a lot, in the haunted house building out there at Ely Shrine. And I would do these little EVP sessions and lives with him. And people would always comment like, that clown just blinked. And I would tell them he doesn't have like eyes. They're painted. They're painted on. They're kind of like where you lay down and they open or they close and you raise him up and they open. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Well, after 2 or 3, lives with him, I was happened to be watching the camera and talking, and I promise you, he blinked. But Henry's a cool little doll, and he's real mischievous. He loves to take things, and he loves to hide things, and he loves candy. He loves little fuckers, little lollipops. And Miss Sharon used to give him all the lollipops he wanted. And while we did that, he kind of left us alone. But during the haunted house, we had him on display. So they would have to walk by him. And we got a lot of cool little stories from people walking out going, who was that guy dressed like the clown with the red hair? And we were like, we got clowns, but we don't have any with red hair. And it was like, no, he had on like these little suspenders. And his eyes were kind of painted on his eyelids, and we were like, "What?" And she said, "Yeah." And he just giggled, and it was Henry. So yeah, that was spooky. We got a lot of crazy things happen in that building, man.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, actually, I think my wife, who's Patrick's sister, she took a couple screenshots when Patrick would be live in the haunted house by himself with Henry's eyes open, and they are painted closed?
No, they're not painted.
Or it's just
they're just painted like regular eyes, but you would see them like just closed, like.
Yep.
Whoa.
A lot of times when you would try to play it back, it didn't work. It didn't happen. But if you were lucky enough to stop and like take a picture, you were cool.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I just want to tell everybody, hey, I'm sorry if it's not coming through on some of the other platforms. I think we're still learning, and one of the things is we have to click the destinations, because I'm getting instant messages on my phone saying, hey, I had to find you through so and so. So yeah, I apologize for that. That's my fault. I will fix that next time.
Oh, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please like this stream if you like. I know 4 or 5 people are watching right now, but we got only 1 like. We need more likes, 5 likes, and share your friends so they can join our stream with your questions or their haunted stories, anything they want to share with us. You have our a link right here. Just click it and join our stream right now. We know each other for a long time, and when I met you in that building where you had a lot of cool stuff, the haunted house,
Oh yeah.
I wish they can make the haunted tour, man, in that place. You had a good stuff.
Oh man, Patrick's got a story about a divot box in that haunted house.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that you had a Dybbuk box, and that was a really cool story. And we're gonna talk about what the Dybbuk box is, what is the reality, what is the background, where it came from, and also if you got the Dybbuk box, how you can protect yourself from the Dybbuk box. Go ahead.
You want to hear the story about the Dybbuk box?
For the Dybbuk box.
So my mom had a maintenance man that worked for her, and he saw a couple TV shows where there was a guy who bought a Dybbuk box, the original Dybbuk box, the one I think Zach Baggins owns now. And long story short is all this crazy stuff was happening, blah, blah, blah. So the maintenance man decided, I'm gonna buy one. So he bought one off of eBay, and he said he had it in his downstairs closet in the apartment. And he said that it wasn't, he had opened it inside, and his kids would come down and say, "Hey, the toys upstairs are playing with each other." He said he would come home for like lunch, and dishes and pots and pans would be stacked up on the table and stuff. Chairs would be up on the table, all kind of weird stuff, man. And he was like, "Listen, this has been going on for a couple months." He said my TV would cut on for no problem, for no reason. He said, so we unplugged it, and the TV would still come on. So he was like, this is keeping us up at night. It's been going on for a month. Will you take it? And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So I used to have this Ford Explorer, 1997 Ford Explorer. And I want to say this was in 2015. Yeah, 2016. Anyways, so I put it in the truck, and I went to a guy that used to own Spirit Halloween. And I went out there, and I put the truck in park, and I went out to, he was handing me some stuff, and he said, hey, your truck. And I turned around, and it was just going backwards. And I was like, oh man, this is crazy. So I went running after it. And if you can picture that, and I was able to jump in and step on the brake. And I was like, oh my God. And somehow it jumped from park to reverse.
Oh my gosh.
So he was like, oh man, that's wild. It didn't take off. And I'd been talking to him for a good 20, 30 seconds. So anyway, I'm like, well, I was on the way to the haunted house. I was going to put him in there until I could figure out what to do with him or do with it. So on the way there, my brakes went out at one of the lights, and I went right through it. And I was like, oh my God, it's close. So I didn't really think a whole lot about it. And I was like, man, this is getting crazy. So made it to the haunted house. I put it inside there and put it to the side. I didn't tell anybody about it.
Yeah.
We would do, cleanup days, and we were setting up for the haunted house, and weird things would happen. Doors would open and slam shut all the time in there. And it would just be like me and Miss Sharon in there. When, just weird things would happen. You would hear our names being called. You would hear like a little mechanical laugh, like, stuff like that, but a lot deeper, way in the back and stuff.
Oh, no.
And we weird. And then we had other people that was coming. It was like, hey, something scratched in the backyard, like nails sticking out on these boards or something. I was like, well, where did it happen at? And just so happened it was right across from where the Dybbuk box was. And I never told anybody it was there. Never told anybody. So here's the deal. We had like an executive from like Gulfstream that had to do community service. He got like a DUI or something, something stupid. Anyway, I was like, I'm gonna put this guy to work because he don't work being executive and everything. So I was like, I'm gonna give him the shit detail. So I said, hey man, your job is to organize all this stuff over here and make it nice and neat because it was kind of cluttered. I said, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some pizzas, and I'll be back. There was about 15 of us working. Well, I come back there and I said, hey man, I meant to ask what kind of pizza. And I noticed, I was like, hey man, what's going on? I was like, did you open that box? And he's like, yeah, I opened it. What is it?
Oh man.
I mean, you need to close it, put it back in the original package and leave it alone. Put the tape back on it. And he thought it was full of shit and was mocking it and stuff and everything. And like grabbed his crotch and everything, and, being stupid. And I was like, okay, man, it's your funeral. So I went to get pizzas. I come back. I told him pizza's ready. He come out and was eating a piece of pizza. And about 5 minutes later, he gets this ding on his phone. And he looks at his phone and it's ADT. So ADT's calling and telling him, hey, you got a break-in at your house. So he's like, I gotta go. So he took off. We didn't know what was going on. I came in and was trying to find the Dybbuk box, and I couldn't find it. I didn't know what happened to it. Long story short, he came back about 4 or 5 hours later. He said, hey man, I left my sheet here to be signed off for my community service. And I said, where? I said, okay, well, go get it. He goes, I'm not going back in there. And I said, what do you mean you're not going back in there? He said, man, I think it was that box. I said, well, what makes you think that? He said, I came in my house. He said, the back window was busted out from the inside. He said, there was no forced entry. All the doors were still locked when he got there. But inside of the house was like ransacked. Like it was just like a tornado went off inside of the house.
Wow.
He said, so I think that it had something to do with it. I was like, huh. I didn't think nothing of it, 2-3 weeks later, lots of things happened. 1, he got fired from Gulfstream.
Dang.
2, he broke his leg. He got in a bad car accident. A guy ran the stop sign and smashed into him. His wife divorced him, and he moved back to Ohio or somewhere. But I lost. I mean, all this bad stuff was happening. So I was telling Miss Sharon about it, and she was like, I bet you that's what's going wrong. Why everybody's getting pushed and their hair pulled and scratches and stuff. So we went to look for it, and it's not there. So I called the guy and I said, hey, man, do you remember where you put that box? And he said, yeah, it's right next to the paint. We went over to the paint and it's not there. We looked everywhere. I will tell you this, and Miss Sharon will tell you, we have torn that haunted house apart and pulled every piece of material out of it, and it's not in there. It disappeared. And to this day, there's still activity that goes on. We have people that refuse to work security on that door because that's where the Dybbuk box was last opened and seen.
Wait, what door was it?
I'm not going to say.
You oh,
But,
probably put me on that door a few times.
but to this day, I mean, I think that's why one of the reasons why that haunted house is so haunted and active now. So
Yeah, it is. So, if people don't know, what the Dybbuk box is, what it is actually, Dybbuk box.
So what I was told was, and the reason why I took it to the haunted house, somebody asked, was because I was told that a rabbi, kind of like a priest has to do an exorcism, rabbis have to do Dybbuk boxes. So I had called up at the JEA in Savannah, and they said, Rabbi so-and-so kind of handles that, but he's not here. He won't be back for a couple of weeks. So that's why I took it to the haunted house.
And get it out of your truck.
But yeah. But so a Dybbuk box supposedly is a box that is home or has housed like an evil spirit or something, and it's trapped. And they usually include something like coins or something in their hair, whatever, some sort of objects or holy objects in there to help keep it in there. And then it's usually sealed with blessed candles and things, and they seal it up. And you're never supposed to open it. Well, long story short is the original guy that had that Dybbuk box, not the one we had, but the one that was famous, the one that Zach has now. He got rid of it because his mom had, a heart attack and all this stuff was happening in the store. People were freaking out. He had somebody quit over it. So he sold it, and I think it went to like these college kids, and they would open it and play stupid games. But then they were having all these crazy nightmares and stuff, and things happening to them. Like I think it tried to drown him in the bathtub or something, some weird shit. And then so he sold it because it freaked him out, and he sold it to this professor. And the professor had it for a long time, and all kind of weird shit was happening to him, and it scared him so bad that supposedly he buried it like in the backyard. Well, shit kept going on and on about it, and it got to be kind of famous. And the next thing you know, Zach bought it from him, and it's in the museum out there. But those Dybbuk boxes are nothing to play with, man. Those are, and you know what? There's a lot of knockoffs. So just because somebody tells you
Hundreds of.
hundreds of them because they're trying to make a buck.
Yeah.
But I can 100% tell you the one we had was legit.
Yep.
And, I wish I could find it.
Yeah.
And you'd be in there doing work on that haunted house, and then the music just blaring.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't even plugged up.
No.
The stereo wasn't even plugged up. That went all throughout the haunted house for the music, and it would just start blasting like, and we
No way.
who's messing with the radio? And I mean, we right around the corner and look around, and it's not on. There's nobody there. It still has the little lock on the stereo. And it was just the weirdest thing. But Dave was right, man. It was freaking him out. Let me say something funny real quick. So, I was chairman of a haunted house for like 20 years or something. And David would come out and help work it, him and my sister and my nephews and everybody. And so I didn't have anybody on the grinder. The grinder is this thing we would use in the haunted house and hit it and make sparks at people. But it had like this little window, like a plexiglass, so that sparks wouldn't. And even if it hit you, it wasn't going to hurt you. So you had to grind it on this thing and it's make this crazy laugh and I'm going to get you, whatever. Well, long story short is David was wearing this really long wig with a long hair.
With a pig mask.
With a pig mask on. Imagine that. So David's hitting that thing. And when he did, the hair got wrapped around the grinder and pumped him down. He said he thought somebody punched him in the head.
Started swinging that.
So he was swinging in midair and fighting something, and there was nothing there. So he didn't realize that his hair got caught up in the grinder.
No, I thought somebody clocked me on my.
He thought somebody had knocked the dog shit
well,
out
I'm
of
gonna
him.
fight you.
Yeah.
Like every culture, every religion, they have their own way to deal with negative energies, to capture them, or to remove from objects or human beings, like somebody's possessed. What I have heard so far, learned so far, like the big box is like a Jewish culture thing. What they do is like somebody's possessed and somebody's affected by negative energy or demon. So what the rabbi do, they take that demon and they say, okay, we're gonna capture you in this box, or you're gonna stay in there as long as somebody don't open it. So they capture the demon and whatever the negative energy is. Same thing is with the Pakistan. If somebody is trying to remove evil entity from somewhere, from the house or from the person, what they do, they just lock that entity in some kind of bottle, maybe, or maybe some kind of pot, like pottery pot. They just lock it, wrap it, and they bury under the ground so nobody can open that thing. If somebody open that, entity gonna come out, and whoever opened that, it gonna possess back to that person. So
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing. Like in the Jewish culture, they use box, and in Pakistan, they use a different thing. So, but
Yeah.
yep,
This, you don't want to mess with that kind of stuff.
No.
no.
Even if it's fake, you don't know, man. You better leave that stuff alone.
Are you willing to take that chance? Hell no.
Nope. The big box is selling very high on eBay, like $200, $300, and people
Those
are
are
buying that.
Knockoffs, aren't it? Not the.
Those are knockoffs.
Yeah. You get a real divot box, people be giving that thing.
And you know why? Because they're easy to sell.
Yeah, there is one. I mean, there are several guys actually. I have seen hundreds of somebody selling like 50 boxes on eBay, and he sold like 35, 40 boxes. I say, how
Wow.
a person can have 40 boxes,
40.
having boxes, and
And he's
selling like
alive.
he did 40 sales. Like each sale is like $400-$500. I said, wow, that is a freaking good lying business.
What they say, there's a sucker born every minute.
That much
So-
divot boxes, you would think that dude would be dead as hell by now, because that's a lot of bad juju in one area.
I'll tell you this, man. See, I'm not psychic, don't claim to be or anything like that, but sometimes I can feel stuff.
Yeah,
A lot of times, an object, I can feel something like, that's not right.
that's not right.
If I'm in an antique store or a garage sale or something like that, or flea market, sometimes I'm like, I'll pick something up and go, oh no, and I'll put it back down. I'll say, nope, I want nothing to do with it. Most of the things we got, people have given to us. I would say 75, 80% of the stuff, it's not, we just haven't had, I'm not going to say it's not haunted, we just haven't had any, because you know what? Again, I think it's one of those things that it gets attached to someone. And
Yeah,
they give it away, that person may cross over or something. And it's like, you know what? I don't like this guy.
yeah. See,
For whatever reason.
yeah, you from your question, like you're gonna give me another answer, like a question that how you know that we all buy some stuff from flea markets and from antique shops, and we all buy some stuff, random stuff. So how you know that if you are buying a doll or chair or like a couch, it might be haunted? Like, is there any way to figure out, or how
I'm
you know that if the thing you're buying is haunted
I guess you really don't know.
until it happens something? It
Yeah,
shows.
until something happens, man. Because again, intuition. I've picked up things like I said, and was like, "Oh yeah, I got to have this." Like Jeb, I knew something was attached to Jeb,
Yeah.
and he's one of the main attractions at the Savannah Paranormal Museum now,
Hmm.
because everybody experiences what we've experienced,
Yeah.
and yeah, long before we had told them the things Jeb was doing.
Yeah.
So, and then we've got, a couple other dolls. One of the craziest dolls we got there is Charlie. And Charlie, I don't mean that in a bad way. And if you go
Hmm.
see Charlie, please, I'm begging you, don't antagonize Charlie.
Don't piss Charlie off.
Charlie is the one that will really hurt you.
Yeah.
He will manifest, won't he?
He will scare the dog shit out of you. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll manifest.
We've had, I'll give you an example. We were in Abbeville and staying at the Belmont, that's supposedly haunted, whatnot. So we're in there, and we're doing a paranormal class, and then we would always take one of the two of the dolls with us or something, just to show them a haunted object, and we would try to do a little EVP session and stuff like that. And we would say, listen, don't antagonize him, and don't make fun of him and stuff, because we had psychics tell us that the soul that was in there was a mentally challenged teenager that was about 17, 18 years old, and said that he was very abused growing up and was always made fun of because of how he looked and everything. But so we would try to tell people, listen, be respectful. Say, hi, Charlie, how are you? Treat him like you would anybody else, but a little bit more nicer, per se. Well, you always get one knucklehead in these classes or whatever that want to talk shit or whatever. And he was just being an ass to Charlie.
Wow. Yeah. That's
So long story short, the next morning, it's about 10 o'clock. We're checking out and we're going out there. And there's the guy and the lady, and we look at each other, and I'm like, oh God, I'm not in the mood for the guy, because we had been up all night investigating, had a terrible paranormal hangover. And so we're going out there, and I was like, what, man? And he's like, we don't want any trouble, but is there any way we can talk to Charlie? And we were like, why? And he said, well, and his wife was like, I'll tell you. She said, last night we were going to bed, and we got woken up around 2, 3 in the morning. And at the foot of our bed was Charlie. But Charlie wasn't a foot tall. Charlie was like 6'5"
Wow.
and was staring at him, and was just and was just doing this little limp towards them. And they said they got so scared that they took off, and they stayed at the Huddle House or Waffle House or whatever all night, drinking coffee, waiting on us to show up so they could apologize to Charlie. After that, nothing happened. They even wrote us a letter and everything. God, I wish I could find it. When we were at the coffee shop, a lot of stuff got tossed around here and there, but they had wrote to us again and stayed with Charlie for a long time.
Wow.
That's just one of the stories. But we've had lots of people say, yeah, Charlie has come and seen me. Whether they dreamed it, I don't know. But Charlie's not one to play with that.
No.
We've got some really fun dolls, though, and really fun objects, though, like little Sonny. He's in a little sailor suit.
Yeah.
And the old lady that gave us to us, she was in her 80s and said that it reminded of her son, who was lost during the Korean War.
Yeah.
And so she bought him to kind of remember him and whatnot. And she said that she believes that her son's spirit was in little Sonny. And she called him Sonny because that's what she called her son, Sonny. And but Sonny was always nice. He never really did anything mean or whatever. But I'll tell you, when we had the coffee shop, I would see a shadow of a little sailor, right, with the little hat and
Oh
everything,
damn.
and look over
Oh,
it,
wow.
kind of move back and forth, and then I would hear little feet go like.
Oh
And
man.
so I went outside because I was the first one there. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, nope. So I'm sitting outside, and my dad shows up, Papa Smurf, and he's like, what's going on? Why are you out here? And I said, well, I was inside, and I told him what happened. He said, "Oh, bullshit." So
Sounds
the
like-
next day, it was his turn to get there before us. So when we got there, he was standing outside, and I said, "How long you been here?" He said, "About an hour." I said, "How come you're not inside?" And he just kind of smiled, and he said, "I saw that little shit."
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Ran across the back of, yeah. And so he'll tell you, yeah, Papa Smurf saw him too. A lot of people saw him. A lot of people would tell us, "Hey, who's that little kid back there in the sailor suit?" And we was like, "Oh, that's Sonny." "Well, whose kid is he?" No, no, he's like hanging out here.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
But
wow.
he was one of them too that would take your keys, stuff like that. I would put my keys down in the back where he was, and forgetting about it, and then I would have to hunt for my keys, and they were always in the same spot. Once I found out, they would be in this drawer over by the kitchen where we kept the coffee, and
Mhm.
always there. I don't how it got there, don't know. We would stay late sometimes, like 11. Sometimes we spend the night in there because the building was haunted, and we would communicate with a bunch of them, Sonny and Charlie and all of them. And,
not me, buddy.
Yeah, crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff.
Oh, that's
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need more like and share for this stream. Invite your friends. We'll be here next week at the same time. So, are you guys ready for our sponsors for 10 seconds?
Let's do it.
Yay, yay.
Let's go. I always like that, man.
Yeah.
Our sponsors.
You know,
Thank
we
you very
got-
much. Yeah.
Oh, thank you to all our sponsors. We got a new one coming out.
Really?
Yes. And it is called Pink Zebra,
Pink
which is like
zebra.
kind of like Scentsy, the little warmer things you put in the candles and whatnot. So
Okay.
we're going to be adding that one.
That's cool.
And also everybody's logos and stuff. But thank you to our sponsors. If you would like to sponsor us, just hit us up. We'll let you know how you can do it. You can do it by the month. You can do it by the year. And it helps us bring you content like this and pay for StreamYard. That's really expensive now.
Yeah,
and
but
Pink Zebra is also my wife, so we'll have a link for you if you want to look at her stuff.
Yep.
That will
Yeah.
add to the sponsorship.
of course,
page.
like, I mean, I also like to mention that we are paranormal investigators. We come to
Absolutely.
your home, office, wherever you call, and we don't charge anything. The gas, the motel, hotel, the food is all out of our pocket. So this sponsorship really, really help us. So thank you very much who is sponsoring us. And also, like, I have a list of the movies because we all love movies. So there was a movie, I forgot the name of that. There was a Dybbuk box. Somebody bought it, and the father found out the Dybbuk box is creating a lot of mischief in the house. All that activity. He tried to throw it, and it just come back in the house. I don't know the name of that movie.
Is it
that was
called
cool.
Possessed?
Possessed? Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It was
So
Negan, the guy that plays Negan.
Megan, yeah. So
Negan-
this is
Negan,
the
remember him?
list.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
this
at
is
that!
the
Jay got
list.
a list up there.
What? Look at Jay.
Yeah, those are
coming
good.
prepared.
Those are good movies. Some of them on there too.
Ooh.
Yeah, see,
Hell.
this one is Annabelle. Let me know. Annabelle 2014, Annabelle Creation 2017, Annabelle Come Home 2019, Child's Play, Bride of the Chucky, Curse of the Chucky, Doll Dessert, Dead Silence, The Boy 2016, Bram, Puppet Master, The Doll, The Robert. Oh, The Robert, I love that doll. So the Doll Master, The Conjuring 2013, The Conjuring 2 2016, Ouija, Ouija Original of Evil 2016,
Possession,
Poltergeist 1982, The Possession 2012, Mirror Mirror 1990, Amityville, that was a good movie. The Evil Escape 1989. What else? 1408? I did not see that movie. 2007.
Oh,
The
you ain't seen
Haunted
1408?
Mansion,
Oh man, me either.
I'll tell you
The
about it.
Ring.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's it, man. If you guys missed any of these movies, please watch. I'm gonna watch a couple of these movies. I missed it. I did not see those movies. So
1408 is really good. It's got Samuel Jackson and John Cusack in it. Really good.
wow.
It's about John Cusack, who is like he's like a ghostwriter. You know, he writes about the paranormal and stuff, but he debunks everything. So he goes and stays at all these bed and breakfasts and hotels and stuff that's supposedly haunted. He spends the night and he just talks crap about it. But he goes to this one hotel and he got this letter in the mail and it says, "Don't stay in room 1408." So Samuel Jackson is trying to talk him out of like, "You don't want to stay there. Listen, I'll give you this $5,000 bottle of whiskey if you don't stay." And he's like,
What?
"I appreciate it, but I'm going to stay." And you just got to see for yourself. It's really good.
Hey, don't forget about the Black Phone, because there's part 2 coming out too.
Yeah.
The Black Phone's a good one. Is that what it's called?
The Black Phone. Yeah.
Any movies on 2024 and 25?
About objects or just in general horror?
General horror.
Ooh.
Good horror.
It's been a while, man, since they really came out with a good
Yeah.
horror movie. I think the last one me and Moody saw, what was the name of it? Can't remember. I mean, that just goes to show you there's not that many really good ones.
Yeah, of course.
They're redoing so many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like you, the Amityville Horror,
Amityville horror.
when I was a little kid,
That is-
I saw that. Man, I didn't shit right or sleep right for a week.
And The Shining was the one that ruined me for
Oh, yeah.
life, and The Exorcism.
also,
Exorcism.
yeah,
Man, you want to see a really, really scary movie? It's like in the 80s. It's called The Entity.
Entity.
A
I
true
did not
story.
see that.
Did you? Oh, you did see it or didn't?
No.
Okay, so it's called The Entity, and it's based off of a lady that gets sexually assaulted by really bad demon, like ghosts and stuff.
Really?
And
Mhm.
the doctor that is in it was actually on Zach Baggins's Demon House movie. He was the actual doctor that helped facilitate and try to help her. It didn't matter where she moved, because at the end of she's moving, and it didn't matter where she went,
Oh,
she would continuously be sexually assaulted and stuff. It's bad, man. So I'm gonna warn you right now. I don't condone any of that, but it was so scary because you don't know what's doing this to you. You know what I mean?
So at the
Yeah.
end of it, do they at least say, or do they
You'll see.
still not? Oh man,
watch
I gotta watch that.
Man, I'll tell you, I was in what was the haunted hotel we stayed at? Anyways, I was taking a shower, and that's the first and only time I was ever like groped was in the shower, because the thing I thought it was sticking
No
to my
way.
butt cheeks, right? Like the shower curtain, little plastic thing, and it
Yeah.
wasn't that, man. Something actually palmed my cake.
Damn.
Yeah, like
Whoa.
you get a slice, like
Mira las tres
Like
leches.
my ass. And I'm thinking, okay, hopefully it's a lady ghost.
What if it
Lady ghost.
oh
who?
man, a man ghost?
If it was a man, hey
You
man,
look like a man.
be gentle.
Come on, boy.
You know, if you want to touch my booty in the shower,
Give you a reach around.
something, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are entertaining you at the same time with information. Please, we need more likes. I got 4 likes. I need 7 likes right now. Thank you very much for your likes
Like
and share.
Like and
Like and share.
Yeah.
So that's, man, it's like that was great. Like, I have so many haunted objects. I have few with me. If you like, I can show you a couple of haunted
Yes.
objects.
okay, I know you got a couple. If I can mention that, if you have them near you, if you don't mind talking about them, one of them is that crazy funky mask you got.
I got it
and the
right
other
here.
one is the doll that's blindfolded.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
got it right here.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
Yeah, let's
Tell
see
that.
it.
this
Yeah.
is the mask.
Oh, look at that thing. That looks like a Jin.
Okay, this mask I got it from Pakistan when I visited like 3 years ago. I went over there and a couple of my friends said, "Hey, I saw your YouTube. You talk about all those ghostly things and stuff like that." I said, "Yeah, man. It's like, do you know any ghost stories or any personnel who do the black magic?" He said, "Yeah, I know one person who do the black magic." So with after like a week or two, we try to contact him, and I say, "I'm gonna go and come and visit to you." So we went over there. So he was living in a very shitty place, very dark place. So first of all, he tried to make sure that we are not from news reporters, like we are not spying or we are not going to expose him. The news reporters, they always try to hunt these kind of people so they can prosecute. It's not like illegal over there. So we said, no, I'm gonna pay you the money just to learn few little things from you. So I went over there. I'm telling you a really short story. Like it was like a long story. So we went over there. It was like a really dark room. I said, "What do you do?" First, he had like a couple of guys um, in his place. They just checked us all over. Like we don't have any microphone. We don't have any camera with us. We said we don't. I'm just trying to learn, and I'm going back. So we went over there, me and my friend. I say, man, I'm just into the paranormal and I want to learn a real stuff from the real guy. So what do you do? He said that I do a black magic with I mean, I'll take money. A lot of people do black magic. They come to me, they pay me, hey, some harm somebody, break somebody's marriage, destroy somebody's
Oh
business and
wow.
stuff like that. Yeah. Or just like a revenge, like I say, okay. So, and I say, he had like several different masks around him. I say, man, I'm interested in this one. He said, I cannot sell you. I say, just give me an offer. Like, just tell me how much you want to pay. I mean, how much you want to get. So I'll pay you right now. So he said, okay, just don't tell anybody. I said, I promise you, I'm going to take it to the USA just in my, like collection. So he sold me this mask for like very hefty price. I said, okay. So I said, why you guys use a mask? What is the reason behind it? And the thing he told me that he said, when we do a black magic, we call evil entities who work for us, and we wear a black mask on our face so when the entities comes, they don't see our real face. So when
Mm.
we are not doing this kind of stuff, they don't harm us. You know what I like? The Halloween is coming. A lot of people wear the mask. So
Oh
Yep.
there's
yeah.
a big story behind it. So he said that I say, okay, what this mask did? He said I did this. I wear this mask whenever I wanna kill somebody. I don't wanna. I wanna
What?
kill
Oh
some from the
wow.
yeah. A lot of people come, they say, hey, I have a business partner and we have a business on 50-50. So if my business partner just go up, so I can have his own business. Or
Holy
wife
moly.
come to me. The wife come to me and she said that my husband is very rich. I want to get rid out of him out of my life.
Oh
So
wow.
you
Wow.
do something and so he die so I can have his all the property. You know what kind of shit going on over there? So they come, they pay a big money, like in thousands of rupees. And
Oh.
what he did, he wear a mask and he say, I pray. Like it depends on like 5 days, 7 days, 10 days. I call my entity. I tell them, hey, go and do this kind of stuff to that person, and that person gets sick like
Oh.
What?
some kind of undiagnostic disease.
What?
Even the doctors cannot figure out what's wrong with this person. The
Oh my.
medicine don't work, and he cannot be treated in hospital. The doctors say, We have no idea. We tried everything, but this person's health is going down and down and down. Within like week or 2 weeks, that person die, and the problem is solved. So
Oh
he said
my.
that I use this mask for that kind of problems. I said, well, just give it to me. He said, no problem. So I got that. Remember, when I got this mask, I'm gonna put this in my backyard. I mean, in my storage room. I just got this for this show right now. When I got this one, I couldn't sleep, man. All night I see, I mean, like nightmares. I see kids. I see
Oh wow.
blood. I see animals. I see graves.
What
I
kind of
cannot
animals?
sleep at all. Like somebody's running after me. Somebody's trying to attack me. I say, man,
Dang.
I need to take this out of my house. I put it in a, like in my storage room. So that was a freaking scary story behind this mask. Whenever he did a black magic, he put it on his face, just like the movie The Mask. Remember the Jim Carrey when
Yeah.
Yeah.
so when he wear his like a different personality. That is
Yeah.
a scary.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Man.
That is spooky, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you got a couple other things, man. Tell us about one more.
Yeah.
'Cause I love
Okay.
listening to yours.
About 2 years ago, I used to sell a lot of stuff on Etsy, on eBay.
Yeah.
So there are like a couple of things I sold on eBay and Etsy. I got paid. I got the shipping and everything. I mail that doll to that person, and after like about 3 weeks, I received that back right here.
Oh wow.
I received it back.
Okay. What was
I
that?
got the stamp and everything. So that was a haunted doll. The person paid, and postage and everything. It was like Nashville, Tennessee, 2577. That's a zip code over there. I I packed it. I packed it in a box. I shipped it, and after like 3 weeks, I got the box back. And I say, well, what is this box? I didn't order anything. And I say, well, that was the doll. I sold it. And I messaged that person. I say, I got the box back. What's wrong? Is your address is changed or something happened? I never got the answer back, and the person never asked me for the money.
Wow.
So this box is still sealed. I did not open that doll. And remember, Patrick, this doll,
Yes. That's
I
a dollar.
opened that. I opened that box in a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about this doll? This is like a freaking really scary, scary, scary clown. I was in a flea market. There was a one old gentleman. He had a lot of old shit around him. Mirrors, candles, dolls and clowns. And I said, well, he got a cool stuff. I'm going around checking other stuff. And I bought some stuff from him. And I looked at the doll, this clown, he was sitting right. Something attracted me. I said, I want to buy that. And I keep looking at him, and the old guy say, "You wanna buy that, don't you?" I say, "Well," I say, "I don't know. Like, I wanna buy, but I don't have a room. I don't wanna buy him." He said, "Yes, you wanna buy that right now." I said, "No." I say, "Okay, sir. Okay, I will buy. How much is that?" He said, "This is $80." I said, $80 is a lot of money for this clown. I said, no, I don't want it. He said, look, friend, you bought a lot of stuff from me. I'll give you a deal on this one if you take this home. I said, okay, what is your last price? He said, $5. Take it home. From
$5.
$80 to $5.
Yeah.
I said, okay. He said, no, you take it home. I took this guy, a poor guy, and brought it home. Well, I took it home, and I left it in my living room. Believe me or not, at nighttime, I heard somebody is walking in my living room.
Oh wow.
My microwave comes on, teep, 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 teep. My tab's on, and I look around. I live myself by myself. There is nobody in the house except my dog. I said, man, must be this is the clown. I said, what I'm gonna do with it? I'm gonna sell it on Etsy. Okay, I put that about like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I put it on Etsy, and I say, this is a haunted. I wanna sell it. This is like about $95, and shipping to US is only 20 bucks maybe, and shipping internationally is $65. Somebody bought it from, I don't know, I don't remember right now, it's the France or Germany. Somebody paid the shipping and
Oh
for the
wow.
doll. So i I say, okay, bye buddy, you are out of my house, you are out of my life, go away, go to visit other different country. So I packed it, I shipped it, and I got the money and everything. After like 6 weeks or 5 weeks, I got the box back, and I did not open it. I knew it's a clown. When Patrick opened the coffee shop, I said, "Man, I got something for you. Like, do you want me to open right here?" He said, "Yeah." So I opened that clown right in front of him. So a lot of people say, "Why you blind him? You know why you put?" So this is my way of binding different dolls. When you bind them, when you close their ears and eyes, I believe they are living in a different world. They cannot see you, they cannot hear you, they cannot, know what you're doing, or they don't want to harm you.
Oh wow.
So that is my way to do it. A lot of people do, they put like a bottle of salt when they have a haunted dolls, or they put a bottle of what you call like sage right next to it. So yeah, so that is my way. But this guy is stuck with me, man. So I am not selling him anymore.
So what did that guy say to you about buying it?
You want to
Uh,
buy this doll?
No, you want to buy that? I said, okay. From $80 to $5, I say I will take it, man.
Man, since we're talking about haunted objects,
Yeah.
you hear the big news today?
Dan Rivera?
No, not him.
Okay.
So, Matt Rife, the comedian, you know who I'm talking about?
No.
His name's Matt Rife. I'm not a big fan of him either, but he's a big comedian. Supposedly, a lot of people like him, mainly women. But he bought the entire lot of the Warrens Museum.
Oh wow.
So he now owns all those objects. Yeah, that happened today, a few hours ago, man.
That's crazy.
What?
Yep. No bullshit.
Did he say why?
No, he's into the paranormal, man, and
Yeah.
Zach is probably beating himself up right now. Let me see if I can pull something up, man.
That's,
Yeah.
But I was like, "Are you serious?" But yeah, it's true. You bought it. You can have it.
Man, if I have a money, if I win a lottery, I have like 2 goals. I'm gonna buy the most haunted house and all the haunted objects I can buy, man. That is my dream. If I
Big
win
brother.
the lottery, I'm gonna buy every single shit which is
Jaybird,
haunted.
I'm on the page with you, but I'm gonna have cocaine and a lot of strip. No, I'm kidding.
and I want to make my mom cry.
Uh-oh, your signal is down. You said, ladies and gentlemen,
You
thank
want
very
to
much.
buy this doll?
Yeah.
You want to buy this doll? That guy was
I
like,
got you a
kind of-
dollar.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellows, please like and share our stream. If you like it, please just leave a comment. Also, Paranormal
Man, I would
Society
have
of
been like,
Savannah.
hell no. The way you said that, I'd keep it.
He had a lot of stuff, man. Very, very old antique stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Old dudes like that kind of scare me sometimes, man.
That remind me of the old dude. Thinner.
Yeah. Thin white
What
man from town. That thinner white man from town. So click on that link there. I just posted. It says TMZ. Matt Rice says he purchased a cult museum.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can pull that up, Jaybird.
White man from town.
Click on that.
See if you can share that on screen, Bubba. Yeah. Did you
No,
click
I
on
don't
the
see
last
how-
one?
The last one? This one? You cannot share on your side? I don't know how to share from your side. All I can do is like show it to you right here. Purchase museum. If you can share your screen. Oh, I cannot hear you. You muted. I cannot hear you. Yeah,
How about
now
now?
you unmute.
Oh,
There we go.
snap.
Yeah,
If
so
you can
here
share your
is
screen
the
from your
link.
side.
All right. How do you?
You can share the screen from your side, I think. I believe.
Share screen. Oh, yeah.
What is that?
All my stuff I was looking at earlier.
Porn.
Oh, that wasn't
no.
Whoa. Put the
no.
big guy away, Spanky.
Ladies and
But,
gentlemen, let us know in the comment what topic do you like to discuss or talk next week. Also, you can leave in a comment so we can share that topic next week with you guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh Lord. I'm just playing around with some of these new buttons.
We got a live audience tonight.
I like that one.
I need to put some other cool ones on there.
Yeah.
Those are just basic.
Wow.
Well, Jay,
Yep.
I think it's been a pretty good little.
Yep. 1.5 hours.
Oh, man.
So
Yeah,
thank
we're
you
getting better.
very much for joining us. So let us know what topic we need to talk next week. So we'll be here. I think Friday worked very well. So
Friday sounds good to me, Bob.
Me too, bro. You
take
want to
care.
buy
Thank
this
you
dog.
very much. And this is for everybody who did message and liked our stream. So take care, guys. I will see you next week. How about that?
Sounds groovy.
We out. Hasta.
Peace, peace, peace. Bye.
Patrick the Paranoid. paranormal pimp, rolling through the night, deciphering the whispers, bringing shadows to the light. You think you got game? Well, just take a seat. You ain't ready for the heat, we bringing that elite. You hear the footsteps, you feel the chill, your heart's pumping fast, but we got the thrill. We the best in the game, hunting down the fear. You step to us, we're the ones that you hear. Savannah streets echo with the spirits we find. Here to raise the dead, we're redefining the grind. Flavor Dave in the back with the crew on the rise. Every dose that we catch will be full of surprise. Haunted house is shaking, we're the kings of the scene. The paranormal society living out our dream.